Okay, so there's two things that you never, ever, ever, ever chase in this life. And the first thing is a bus, and the second thing is women. Now, I'm saying that because, these two things, they always seem to come back around, regardless. They either come back around, and there's a new one that comes around. Let's say, for example, that you're late out to an event or something, and you're supposed to catch the bus, and you see the buses at the bus stop, but you're behind the bus stop, and you start to chase the bus. That bus is going to start driving regardless if you make it or not. It has a timetable to catch. But you know yourself, anywhere from 5 to 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, an hour, there's a new bus that's going to come around. So you don't stress about it. It's chill. It's cool because you know there's a new one coming around. It's the same thing with women. So now I just want to get this out the way because I'm not coming from no hating perspective or anything, or like trying to put women down and this and that. My problem is actually with us men, because there's a lot of us that don't place enough value, or we don't care about ourselves enough. It's almost like there's a lot of men that see women as higher than them, and I can't understand it. I was once in your shoes. I got out that BS, and now it's like I can't fathom that men do that type of shit. A lot of guys get caught up on one chick, things don't work out. Months will go by, a lot of time will go by, and they'll still be stuck on this one chick, even though there's like tens of other chicks that are interested in them. But for some reason, they seem to be stuck on this one chick, and they want things to work out. And I think that comes from the fact that a lot of guys buy into this this dream of like the wife, the kids, the dog, white picket fence, basically the American dream. A lot of people buy into that all over the world, and they think that that's how things are supposed to be. But it doesn't have to be like that, and it doesn't need to be like that. You got to learn to place more value on yourself. You got to place value on your time, your attention, because attention is currency. Currency is everything. Attention is everything. If you're giving your attention to the wrong thing, then you're going to get the wrong results. The thing that you don't want to happen will happen. If you're putting your attention in the right spot towards women that actually give a fuck about you and want to mess with you, you get the result that you want. You feel me? Don't make things difficult for yourself. There's no point of that. Just, if a chick isn't messing with you, she's not messing with you. You guys forget that there's a lot more women on this planet than there are men. So why get so caught up on one female? Even if y'all are in a relationship and the relationship ends, yes, of course there's feelings involved and all that stuff and whatnot, but y'all had y'all time. It was a good time. It ended for some reason. Now it's time to move on. Keep developing yourself and building yourself, and as time progresses, a new woman will come along that'll fit you, most likely, if you don't if you don't fuck things up and just go into some spiral and start spiraling basically over chicks and lose your head. We got to get smarter with this stuff, and all of it starts with you placing value on yourself and giving two fucks about yourself, about your physical, about your mental, about your spiritual, about you. You care about you. It's at the end of the day, like, a lot of people forget that the greatest relationship that you can have as well is the one that you have with yourself. I just dropped a video about this. People forget that relationship, the one that you have with yourself is the greatest one that you can have, because other people can't complete you. You're the only person that can complete yourself by figuring out your own problems, tapping into yourself and understanding yourself and what you need and what you like and all that type of stuff. It's the most important thing that you can do for yourself before bringing in women into your life anyway. And of course, like, don't get me wrong, like, they help out, especially if it's a great fit. They help out. They see your blind spots and all that type of stuff. And if it's a real one, or if she's a real one, she definitely gonna help you out for sure. And when I talk about this as well, I think about these analogies, especially when it has to do with sports. Let's say you play a ball sport like tennis or football or American football, and let me set up the scenario. You're on a tennis court and you're alone. Can you play tennis by yourself? You need two people. It takes two to tango. So when you're out here, trying to chase chicks and you're doing all of the pursuing, you're not getting anything in return, just let it go. There's a new one that'll come around. There's a new one that'll come around. You don't have to be so stuck on this one, like, oh, I gotta have this one or else I'm gonna die. It doesn't work like that. You can't play tennis by yourself. You can play tennis with a wall, of course, but then when you play with the wall, you can't necessarily predict where the ball's gonna go when you smack it in. Or say you play football with your feet and you pass the ball into the wall. You can sort of predict where the ball's gonna go, but it's not the same because you're just playing by yourself. But if you have someone else there that, makes it fun, then the experience becomes enjoyable. Same thing with American football too. You can't go outside and play catch and throw routes by yourself. Like, you're throwing the ball to nothing. And that's what you're doing, wasting time with a chick too that's not reciprocating. You're throwing the ball, she's not catching it and running her route and doing whatnot. It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? So it comes back down to placing value on yourself and understanding that your attention is valuable. You're valuable. You can't just be out here simping and doing the most to get women when at the end of the day, again, the greatest relationship you can have is the one with yourself, because when you have that great relationship with yourself, they also see it, and they want to be a part of that too. They want to be with someone. Damn, these mosquitoes are wilding. But they want to be with someone that is safe in himself, secure in himself, and it's just him. He really thinks he's the shit. Not necessarily in an arrogant way. Nothing wrong with arrogance at all, to an extent. But nah, man, I just thought I'd speak on this real quick because there's a lot of guys, a lot more than I think, and it surprises me that they get so caught up in one chick, one female. They always want to just stick to this one that they think they have a chance with, but dog, she's already like looking ahead and she's taking 20 steps ahead of you and she's on to the next one. That means that you should be too. Shouldn't be so caught up in her. There's no point of that, brother. Hey man, that's it for me in this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.